Hey everybody, it's Joe High from Joe High Photography. You can check out my website at joehigh.com. Thanks for watching another video. Today is Friday, and I normally post commentary on the photos I've done throughout the week on Fridays, but today I'm going to be bringing you some tips on taking your own photos. I've had people ask me, how can I take better shots when I need to sell something on eBay? And there's actually some really simple things that you can do to take better photos. Most of the time you look on eBay and you see these really nasty looking photos done in somebody's bathroom or something like that, but you're always drawn to those sales that have the better photos. Admit it, you are. Now, as an example, I'm going to be, quote, selling, I'm not really going to be selling because I want to keep this, but selling this old folding camera right here. So we're going to just put this on the desk right here. This is where I've decided to take my picture. And the first thing I want to do is clutter the background. No, the first thing I want to do is declutter the background. So I'm just going to take all this stuff and I'm actually just going to get it out of the background of my shot. Take the mail out, take this random stuff, these coins. If you're selling coins still, leave them in. So now we're just left with what we want to take a picture of. Step 2, we want to make sure that the camera is zoomed in so that it fills the frame with the subject. Too many times people take a wide shot of their table with the product on it and you have all this wasted space in the photo. Get up close. Your camera has a zoom on it for a reason. Side note though, if you are going to use the zoom in your camera, which I do recommend, in fact, zoom all the way in, but don't go into the digital zoom. Make sure that you stick with your optical zoom. If you have an SLR, then this won't be an issue. The reason being though is because your digital zoom simply enlarges the picture digitally. All the pixels are going to get larger and your resolution is going to go down. It'll actually make your photo worse when you zoom in digitally. So don't do it. So we've cleared the background, we're going to zoom in. All we need now is some good light. Please don't use your pop-up flash at all, ever, for anything. Unless you are like a crime scene investigator and that's your only source of light, don't use the pop-up flash. Okay. Moving on. What I would recommend doing, if you don't have a Speedlight or something, where is my Speedlight? Oh, it's right here. If you don't have a Speedlight, then you can use just a window or something that's large and bright. Could be a lamp, it could be a TV screen with a white commercial on. We're gonna use a window. So first thing is we're gonna open this thing up. Hopefully I get this right. I did not. There we go. Okay, so we got some nice soft light spilling in here onto our camera right next to the window. Get your product as close as you can to that light source because that's going to isolate what you're taking a picture of from your background. The further you get away from that light source, the darker your subject's going to be. That means that when your camera exposes for what you're trying to take a picture of, the background's going to be darker and it's going to make your product pop. So let's just go ahead and take a picture with the setup we have now. All right, cool. That's pretty good. That's a lot more appealing than some of the stuff I've seen on eBay. Now, if you don't have a setup like this and you're not in, maybe your apartment doesn't have any windows, there's other ways you can do this. So let's go to that now. Okay, so now we're in a less than ideal situation. There's no window lights around here. All we have is this tungsten light right above us and need to take a picture of this because we really want to sell it on eBay. So what I've done is I've set up a whiteboard over here and I have a speed light. Now you don't have to use a speed light for this. Again, you could use a clamp light, you could get just a bedside lamp, but you need to make it so that it's nice and big and it'll spread over so it's larger than the subject you're trying to take a picture of. But for the purpose of demonstration, I'm going to be using a speed light. So I propped it up on 2 trash cans. Does not need to be very official, does not need to be high tech. But here we go. I'm just going to hold this up, bounce it against that whiteboard, and we're going to take a picture. Okay, now that looks really good, but we're gonna bounce the light even more so that we can see the other side of the camera. If you look at it, you can only see one side of it. The other side goes in it dark. All we're gonna use for that is a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I've just folded it in half so it'll stand. I'm gonna put it as close as I can get to the camera, and I know you can't see it at this point, but I'm gonna put it as close as I can to the camera without having it be in my shot. And since my shot is already zoomed in and so close, that's going to be easy to do. So now we're going to do the exact same thing, just with the paper up. And there we go. We got a nice shot of it. We can see all the details. People will be able to look at the camera and know exactly what they're buying. So there you go. Very simple setups to make some really nice shots so you can stand out when you're trying to sell something on eBay. So good luck with that. Anyway, that's the video. So be sure to click that subscribe button that just magically popped up on the screen. And I will see you next time, guys. And that was it.
Happy with it?
Oh, yep, I just totally cut off the circulation in my foot though.